I am relaunching my OnlyFans. Yes, I used to have an OnlyFans. I still talk about spirituality. I still make sure to provoke the mind on my OnlyFans. However, you also get to see my sexual side. This is just one side of me. I'm a multi-dimensional person. There's many different sides of me, and I don't show them all here. For this month of January, I definitely want to come out with some confessions. F you, we're not perfect. All of us, we're all sinners. None of us are saints. Hi, welcome to my channel, As Real As It Gets. My name is Asriel, and I'm gonna hop right into it and say, if you've been watching my channel for quite some time, then this will not be a surprise to you. However, if you are a new viewer, then this is going to be a bit of a surprise when it comes to this channel update. Let me go ahead and spark up. Today we are smoking on Bubba Kush. Try to get that to focus. If you look closely, you see the shrimp boat. I think that's so funny. Now, as far as this channel update, I'm still going to be talking about the same things, except I'm going to be adding in another topic. Like I said, if you've been watching my channel, then this is no surprise to you. But if you're new, then you're probably shocked. Simple fact, because people who speak of spirituality are supposed to automatically fit in some sort of perfect box. You're supposed to do this and not that. And yeah, I'm just not that person, okay? I still have a life. I still get triggered from time to time. However, I'm still enlightened. I feel emotions just like everyone else. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just say it. I am relaunching my OnlyFans. Yes, I used to have an OnlyFans. Yeah, I decided to delete my OnlyFans, not because I felt wrong or anything, but because I felt burnt out. I was literally posting every day. I did not expect how much work it took into running an OnlyFans. Like, you think it's easy, it's just girls taking pictures. Like, no, there's a lot more into managing an OnlyFans. And yeah, I feel like I'm in the right mental space to take on that added workload. So with that being said, of course, I'm going to be talking about my OnlyFans. And not only that, I want to talk about sex also. Now, when I first launched my OnlyFans, I came on my channel and announced it in a defensive way. I was defending myself. And this time, I don't want to come from that place. I don't want to feel like I have to defend myself, because honestly, a couple of my viewers were a little upset with me. Simple fact, because I talk about spirituality, and those two worlds are not supposed to mix. You're supposed to be Mother Teresa, basically, and that's so far from the case. Don't get me wrong, I still talk about spirituality. I still make sure to provoke the mind on my OnlyFans. However, you also get to see my sexual side, which is definitely something I do not show on YouTube, and I don't plan on showing on YouTube. Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely want to talk about sex and spirituality. Sex is most definitely a spiritual activities. Not only are sexually transmitted diseases are real, but sexually transmitted demons are real. And I think we should be able to talk about it. I definitely want to open up about my sexuality, and therefore for the month of June, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to talk, like I said, I'm still going to talk about spirituality. However, I'm going to show a side of myself that I've never shown before on my YouTube channel. Now, I'm not saying I'm a fraud or I'm fake. Like, don't get me wrong. What you see, this is me. However, this is just one side of me. I'm a multi-dimensional person. There's many different sides of me, and I don't show them all here on my YouTube channel. However, I do want to open up more. Simple fact, because when I first started my OnlyFans, it was like I was living double lives. Like I said, the only time I spoke about my OnlyFans was when I was defending it. Never, went into personal, never went personal or anything like that. I was just mainly defending it. However, this round, I want to be able to talk about what I'm sexually into and normalize it. The simple fact, because I don't get why people think, oh, if you're spiritual, you have to put on this image. Last thing you can be is sexual. Like, you can't feel sexy. You can't be sexual or anything like that. When it's like, okay, unless you're asexual, you have urges just like someone who isn't enlightened or someone who isn't on their spiritual path. It's just that you understand what goes into sex. Like I said earlier, sex is a spiritual experience. You are sharing energy with one another. And with that, you can transfer spirits and gifts and many other things. You can use sex to do many things. You can manifest, you can end up with a soul tie. There's many things that can happen when it comes to sex. Sex is not just about a good feeling, just having a good time. There's more to sex than that. And truth be told, I don't know how to put it, but I feel like spiritual people have better sex than an average person. Simple fact, because we understand sex and the things you can do when it comes to sex. And I think it should be normalized. I'll definitely, on my OnlyFans, I'm pretty sure you're wondering, well, what type of content are you going to be putting out? First of all, I'm a non-nude model. I do not show my kitty, nipples, not all that. I'm a non-nude model. I do not go nude. I do not masturbate on camera. I don't show all that. However, I do cater to certain kinks. There's guys who have foot fetishes, so I'll take pictures of my feet. There's guys who like girls in leggings. I will take pictures in leggings all day. Sometimes I'll make dance videos, I'll twerk a little bit, do a little something with that. I like making fantasy stories. I have a lot of fun with that. I like talking about my sex life, so I'll most definitely be talking about my sex life and past experiences on OnlyFans. And not only that, I used to every day ask a philosophical question just to get the mind jogging, and I'm definitely going to bring that back. And I like to make polls and get in my subscribers' head. So I'm definitely going to be bringing that back on my OnlyFans. I will be honest, I do take implied nudes. And what are implied nudes? Implied nudes is just what it sound like. Implied nudes. Like, you're not nude. Like, let's say you take a picture and you just put emojis over it so you can't see. You know what I'm saying? Or you're in the shower and you might have like water drop emojis so that you can't see the nude bits. I'll do stuff like that. Other than that, that's about as far as it go. I honestly don't plan on launching my OnlyFans until February. However, in January, I will be making it is actually January. So right now, as you're watching this, I have a not safe for work Twitter. And no, I will not be blasting that on my YouTube. That is for my not safe for work crowd. Yeah, I talk about spirituality over there. You'll be surprised how many spiritual people are within the sex community. But yeah, I'll be talking about spirituality over there also. However, you'll be seeing more so of my sexual side or my not safe for work Twitter, aka ads of me and my leggings, some videos of my feet, things like that. And I don't know, I feel weird putting it on my YouTube because it's like, y'all have never seen that side of me. And it just feels weird thinking about y'all seeing that side of me. But I mean, if you pay for my OnlyFans, that's on you. Like, I'll give you the link when I launch it in February. However, right now, as far as January goes, I'm not putting out my not safe for work Twitter. However, I'm putting my YouTube on my Twitter. So if you came from Twitter, do not put my ad name. Just keep it a secret. It's between you and me. They don't need to know, okay? You want to see that side of me? Wait till February and I'll drop that link for you to see. However, for now, just be looking for the topic of sex to be added in my channel. For this month of January, I definitely want to come out with some confessions. Yes, I'm a financial dominatrix. I am into BDSM. And, I want to talk about that. You don't hear that every day. Like, when it comes to the spiritual community, you don't hear too many people mixing those worlds up. However, I do have a lot of love for the BDSM community. If you're wondering what a financial dominatrix is just basically a woman or man who caters to someone's fetish of wanting to give you money, finances, for nothing in return. You don't send them any pictures, news, or anything like that. As a matter of fact, you're the dominant one. The financial dominatrix is the dominant one, and the person giving the money is the submissive one, the sub. Some people call them pay piggies. Some girls call them losers. I don't like doing that. A lot of the financial dominatrix are rude. They're mean. Well, not a lot of them, but some of them, their persona is very, very, rude. And I'm not like that. I'm not the one to call you loser. Like, the same way that I talk to you and I tell you that you matter and try to speak life into you, I do the same thing within that realm also. So it's like, yeah, I nicknamed myself a sugar dom, meaning I'm a nice dominatrix. I'm not gonna call you a loser unless you pay extra and that's what you want, but I'm not gonna sit here and just talk down on someone like that. That's not my thing. It doesn't make me feel good at the end of the day, I'm still very much so the same person that I am here on YouTube. It's just an extra side to me. I may as well go ahead and say it right now. If you're still here, I also have a bit of a foot kink. No, I'm not into dirty, stinky, nasty feet. I don't even like touching feet. I don't know. However, I do like to look at a nice set of feet, like clean, beautiful feet on a man or a woman. If you have nice feet, my eyes will constantly go down. Like, I will be looking at them like, I don't know. I don't get horny looking at them, but it just puts me in my happy place. I don't know. It's satisfying. I don't know what it is. Yeah. And not only that, as a kid, I like attention on my feet. I would ask people to sit on my feet. Like, it wasn't like a sexual thing or anything weird like that, but it would literally put me in a happy place. Like, it made me comfortable. It's like a weighted blanket when someone sits on my feet. It feels so good. and and yeah, that's where it started. And as I've gotten older, I realized I like to look at attractive looking feet, honestly. So yeah, I have a bit of a foot kink, which is why me selling foot content works. Like, it's just like hand in hand. I know some of you are probably judging me like, what the fuck? But F you, we're not perfect. All of us, we're all sinners. None of us are saints. It's just that I'm bold enough to be real and upfront with you. I have nothing to hide. I also used to be a non-nude cam model. If you want me to make a separate video on that, comment down below. It was short-lived. I put in a lot of work for not enough money, to be honest, so I just couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. And then on top of that, it's like every single day they constantly ask me to get naked. Like, I'll pay you this, I'll pay you that, da 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 da. So annoying. And you could tell it was like the same guys, and they were like a whole crew. Yeah. So yeah, I did that. You'll be surprised, but I've had quite an adventurous sex life, to be honest. Not to where I've ever prostituted myself. I've never done that. And I'm not going to judge you if you've done that. However, if you do, please be safe. Just that thought alone scares me. There's so many dangers with that lifestyle. However, I'm not going to sit here and judge you for it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've never done it, but however, I've had some pretty, kinky experiences, and I most definitely will be talking about it on OnlyFans. So if you're interested in those story times, then subscribe and hit the bell so that you will be notified as soon as I launch my OnlyFans. To be honest, I'm super excited. I even told my therapist. I can tell she's a little shocked, like, you on OnlyFans? What the hell are you doing on OnlyFans? You know what I'm saying? However, yes, I'm going back to OnlyFans. This time, I plan on staying on there forever. Not because it's a trend or was trending or whatever. It's genuinely fun. I have a lot of fun making the content, and not only that, I don't know, it's a certain type of feeling of it's a certain type of gratification when you're getting paid for something that you love to do, Just know, for the upcoming months of January and February, my discussions and topics on this channel will be heavily dominated with the topic of sex. I will still talk about spirituality. However, sex will have something to do with it 9 times out of 10. As far as the topic of call barriers, for all my call barriers, I'm still getting comments on my videos, on my call barrier videos to this very day. And I appreciate you for watching those videos. To be honest, I don't talk about call barrier subject unless I'm called. I feel called to. However, if you want me to make a video on that, comment down below or go to my website and let me know. And I will most definitely talk about what you want me to talk about. It's just that right now I'm not being told to make any future call barrier videos at this moment. You guys are obviously still watching those videos to this very day, and I feel like it covers a wide ground on that topic. So for the foreseeable future, I will be focusing on sex and spirituality. Down to a quarter of a joint. Trying to think of what else to talk about. Basically made my point. Said what the F I said. If you have any questions about my sex life, comment down below or go to my website and let me know, and I'll be more than happy to answer your question. I'm definitely an open book. I am not modest when it comes to talking about the topic of sex. I know in this society, especially as a woman, you're not supposed to, or no one looks for you to talk about sex. You're supposed to be modest about that topic, and you're supposed to be quiet. You're not supposed to be vocal about sex, which is, I don't know, it's BS. Because I'm not like that. I'm very open with my sex life. I have no problem talking about sex. It's natural. Like, who doesn't do it? Unless you're asexual, which they are out there, and they do deserve to be recognized. There are literally people out there who are not interested in sex, and there is nothing wrong with that. However, I am not asexual. Therefore, I shouldn't front and try to act like one. I hope you're not judging me. If you're still here, then I don't think you're judging me. And so you would have left a long time ago. Probably gave a thumbs down and left or whatever. However, I hope you stick around. I hope you're not like, oh, I thought better of you. You're better than this. Like, no comment. Alright, so we're out. Just a quick recap on the channel update. For the month of January, for this month of January, expect me to be talking about my sex life and sex and spirituality. In February, expect a OnlyFans takeover. I will be talking about my OnlyFans and the content that I'm putting out, and experiment with ads in the month of February and see where that goes. So be looking forward to that. If you have any suggestions or questions on what videos you would like to see, then comment down below or go to my website and hit me up there. Well, it was nice talking and smoking with you. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.